Let's break down what's at stake. Lithium. Mali is sitting on some of the largest reserves in Africa. Lithium is the beating heart of electric car batteries, smartphones, and the green energy revolution. Control lithium, and you control the future of the global economy. Gold. Both Mali and Burkina Faso are gold powerhouses. In a world where currencies wobble and inflation rises, gold remains the ultimate hedge. Uranium. Niger is one of the top uranium exporters on Earth. This isn't just about nuclear power, it's about nuclear weapons. Whoever controls uranium controls leverage over global energy and security. And here's the twist, these juntas rose to power promising sovereignty over these very minerals. They told their people, we will kick out France. We will end exploitation. We will take back what is ours. But now, they're sitting down with Washington, signing deals that look eerily like the ones they condemned. Why is Trump doing this now? Because Washington sees Africa slipping through its fingers. France, the old colonial master, is gone. Kicked out, humiliated, its soldiers chased out of bases in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Russia has filled the vacuum. First with the Wagner Group, and now with the Afrika Korps. Russian mercenaries are fighting alongside Sahel armies, pushing back jihadists while carving out mining concessions for Moscow. China, meanwhile, has been quietly digging deeper into African resources for 2 decades, building roads, ports, and mines in exchange for minerals. So Trump looks at this and says, why should Russia and China get all the treasure? America should have a piece of the pie too. And unlike Biden, who talked about democracy, Trump doesn't care who's in charge. He sees generals in fatigues, and he sees opportunity. Here's where it gets even darker. Former U.S. Ambassador to Niger, Bisa Williams, laid it out clearly, Trump could deploy American mercenaries in the Sahel, just like Russia used Wagner. Think about that. No oversight from Congress. No debates in Washington. Just private contractors heavily armed, heavily paid doing dirty work in exchange for mineral concessions. This way, Trump avoids political backlash at home. No one has to explain to Congress why U.S. troops are dying in the Sahel. Instead, shadow armies handle the fight, while U.S. companies quietly sign deals for majority ownership of gold, lithium, and uranium mines. In other words, it's colonialism 2.0. The guns are private. The profits are public. And the people of the Sahel? Still caught in the crossfire. But let's not forget, these Sahel juntas aren't naive. They know they're sitting on treasure. They know Washington, Moscow, and Beijing are circling like vultures. Mali's foreign minister Abdoulaye Diop even said it openly, we have to look at investment, the potential of our countries. Today there is a convergence of viewpoints between the American administration and the government of Mali. Translation, we'll take whatever deal benefits us today. For the juntas, America's offer is tempting. They get drones, intelligence, and elite forces to fight jihadists, something their armies desperately need. And they don't have to worry about lectures on democracy. But in the long run, they risk trading one master for another. France may be gone, but the new colonizers wear different flags. Step back for a moment. What's really happening in the Sahel is bigger than terrorism, bigger than coups, bigger than lithium. It's a microcosm of the new Cold War. On one side, the US. On the other, Russia and China. And caught in the middle? The poorest countries on Earth, sitting on the richest resources imaginable. The Sahel is the front line of a 21st century scramble for Africa. And just like in the 19th century, ordinary Africans are the ones paying the price. Villages are destroyed, people displaced, lives lost not because of ideology, but because of the insatiable hunger for minerals. And here's the kicker, Trump's policy may look bold, but it's also risky. If America bets too heavily on juntas and mercenaries, and those regimes collapse, the US could lose everything. So here's the truth no one wants to say out loud: Washington isn't in the Sahel to save lives. It's there to secure lithium for Teslas, uranium for reactors, and gold for Wall Street. And the juntas? They're not fighting jihadists out of patriotism. They're cutting deals with the highest bidder. Please like and subscribe to continue receiving content like this. This is the dirty reality of geopolitics in 2025. Behind the speeches, behind the flags, behind the handshakes, it all comes down to one thing: power over resources. The Sahel is where the future of Africa and perhaps the future of the global economy is being decided. Not in parliaments. Not in elections. But in the shadows, through deals written in blood and minerals. So the question is, will Africa finally break free from exploitation, or are we watching history repeat itself just with new faces, new flags, and new empires? Because if Trump's trade not aid policy becomes the new model, the Sahel won't just be a battleground. It will be the blueprint for America's future in Africa. And the world may not be ready for what comes next.